We're doing it. We're making a logic breakdown. All right, what's up, everybody? My name is Josh Krasik. I'm going to be making a logic breakdown today of the song Honest With You. So, if you've heard the song, cool. If not, you should go check it out before you watch this video. Basically, I'm just making this video for people who are interested on how the music is made. I write it, I produce it, so this is kind of how I did it. So I'm really hyped for you guys to see this. I've been wanting to make a video like this for literally the longest time ever, so I'm so hyped to finally be doing it. This is the session. It looks not that bad, but when you kind of open things up over here, you kind of see it gets a little bit intense. We got a lot of stuff going on over here. We got about 170 tracks, which is like a pretty decent size for me, so this is definitely on the bigger side. But the production is really simple, so I'm really excited to dive in. So let's just go ahead and dive in. First, we're going to start over here. So there's this intro. Cool, so that's just a piano I recorded. Nothing crazy on it. Got a little EQ and a bus. Really nothing crazy on that. I'm also going to go ahead and mute the vocals, actually, so that you guys can see kind of what's going on. Okay, because we're just going to go over the instruments and stuff. Little fun little thing on top. Then we got the chorus right here. It's really nothing crazy going on. Got this frozen MIDI piano right here. It's got a nice little like space to it. Recorded it with Keyscape too, and I love that plugin. That's my favorite plugin for anything pianos, so definitely recommend that. Then we got this bass going on. And I don't really know how to play the bass, so I have a plugin that allows me to do this. Then I just bounce it to audio, and there's that right there. Cool. So this is right here. Just gonna dive in just the instruments. I'm not gonna go through the drums yet. So we got this. A little bit more of that high piano on top. Sounds really, really good. Just kind of fill everything out a little bit. Then we got even more pianos. Kind of crazy. I just went crazy on the piano. So this high piano, it's kind of like another layer of the high piano, then the main piano. Then we got another MIDI bass right here. Really nothing crazy going on, just a little bit of compression, basic EQ. Yeah, so that's pretty fun for the chorus. Cool, I'm gonna mute. Go ahead and let me mute those vocals real quick. All right. Cool. So basically, if you just talk about just the instruments going on right now, that's all the instruments. The rest is just drums and vocals. So we're really light on instruments, as you can see the entire track. Let's kind of break down that first part of drums real quick. This is that chorus going on right now. Starts with this like MIDI boom thing I made. Then we're gonna add some tambourines. I was really trying to go for like a gospel vibe for this song. I really wanted it to sound a little bit more soulful. So that's kind of why I added the tambourines. I just like imagine this huge, I don't know, like band in the background. It's like this live band. So I went and added more tambourines. Then a shaker. You can kind of hear that. Cool. So then we got so that's just like basically three things, right? We got the shaker, the tambourine, and the claps. And listen, my biggest thing on production is not, I love to layer. It's the best thing ever, but I really just recommend choosing the best sounds, because when you have the best sounds that just fill their sonic space, it makes such a big difference, and you're not like cluttering the production. You know, you can definitely overproduce. So then I just kind of break it down now with these snaps. I'm sorry, these claps. And I just layered a couple claps. So I got these. There's a left and right clap. You can kind of hear it's like stereo. Then with the stadium clap. It's like a bigger clap. Like I said, I wanted that big band live feel. So I got this stadium clap right here. And I just got like a bus with a reverb on it. And yeah, so that's the drum section right there. Nothing crazy going on at all. So let's mix that in with everything I showed you over here. We got the music stuff and the drums. Oh, this is really fun, this transition. I do this in almost every one of my productions. Okay, that's one of my favorite things to do. It's one of those things that you just feel, you don't really hear. And that's one of the most important things in production, in my opinion, is something that you can just feel. So if you kind of try to listen for it, let me play it one more time for you. Try to listen for it in this production. You can see it come on. And then when the vocals are mixed in, you basically can't even hear it. It's just something that feels like there's something kind of coming. So I really, really like that. I do that in almost every single one of productions. Then we add more of that thick piano right here. Got more bass. Cool. Now let's move on. We're going to go to the verse right now. Because the vocals are really where it gets interesting. So I kind of just want to, run over everything over here. For the verse, second verse, we got that's looking real good. Then we get this guitar. That's these other two guitars right here. It's minus 12 guitar, so it's basically the same guitar as this one right here. It's just an octave down. That kind of fills it out a little bit. Then we got this Nashville Dreams guitar. Kind of got this just from Omnisphere, I think. Really dreamy. Like I said, it's something that you kind of just feel. I'm not really going crazy on the instruments here. This is just pretty basic. What is that like? It's like literally like three things, right? Because these are the same guitar, and then we got that. So the rest is just vocals, and we got drums, which I'm gonna go over. And you know what? I think I'm actually going to go over the drums right now because I like the drums. All right, cool. Be honest. What? I don't come through for the ones that need. Let's mute those vocals, baby. Yeah, so cool. That's that verse right there with the drums. Pretty simple. Got another one of those stadium claps for that big vibe feel. Add in this kick. And that kick's pretty thick with a little bit of processing. So got a pretty simple, not too simple actually. It's pretty weird EQ. I remember having to struggle to carve this out, but that was pretty good. A little bit of compression. And I love this basic Logic compressor. I really don't fool around with anything else. All these people have other types of compressors. I'm a huge fan of the Logic compressor. And then a little bit of fresh air. This stuff is sauce. I love this plugin. So if you want to add that like crispness to your production, you can hear what it sounds like before. Listen to this. Weak kick, right? A little bit of processing. Yeah, that's like heart pounding. Really good. This is pretty good snare. This has a little bit of, like I said, light compression, Logic compressor. It's pretty simple EQ, and then we got the Logic spread. Just get you a little bit more of that stereo feel. Sounds really good. Let's see what else we got here. All right, so I can hear some hats going on. So let's see, what do we add here? We added the kick. Stadium clap. Cool. And that hat, the best part about that hat is that it has that different velocity, because that really puts you in the groove right there. And And then right before that verse starts, got these like click fills. Let's break that down a little bit. So we come in here, just a kick and a snare. Put that together. It sounds really good. Ooh, I think we got something else going on too that yeah, so we got a snare. Damn, what am I missing here? Oh yeah. It's that stadium clap and that snare that really do it for me. Layered 2 snares basically, so sounds really good. Ooh, that sounds really nice. So basically right here we got another one of my risers. More fills. Back. Now we're just adding a couple more things to kind of spice up the drums a little bit. So we got these clicks. Then a little bit of tambourine. Kind of just bringing back the earlier production. It sounds really good. If you really are like struggling to get your drums good, just try to fill in more pockets. You know, that's something that I really like to do and experiment with different sounds. This is a pretty basic track in terms of the sounds, like nothing crazy going on, just because I really wanted that, you know, live kind of feel, and that's what I was going for. So I really went with like a more acoustic instruments, but I love to experiment with different sounds, and you know, I'm going to do more of these breakdowns in the future. So also, if you're enjoying this, please give this video a like and please subscribe. I would love to keep making these videos, and it just means the world when you guys support me. So thank you so much. You've made it this far and you're watching this video and enjoying it, and I hope you're learning something, you know. And producing is one of my favorite parts. You know, songwriting I love, but producing is like putting the idea down, and when you hear that final product, it is just the best feeling in the entire world. So yeah, nothing crazy. It's the second verse right here. Cool. Keeping it with those Nashville guitars. That piano. Ooh. Hey, sorry guys, everything stopped recording, but we're back. So I think we just left off at the second chorus right here. And something really interesting going on that you can just hear that's not unmuted right now is these gospel chants that I added. Really adds a lot of character to it. And then once you add in like these do's here, it just really makes a big difference with the choir. And that's really what makes it so thick, is how many vocals there are. So like this is just so light, you know? Sounds cool. Sounds really, really cool. But add those do's and it's just crazy. Yeah, so let's kind of dive into the vocals right now. So basically, let's talk right here. My vocals, I recorded this probably over the span of around 2 to 3 months, and I was just really lucky when I was recording this that my vocals were doing pretty much exactly what I needed them to do. So I'm super grateful for that. Yeah. So just start from the beginning. Things that I say. Pretty basic vocal chain. I mean, I got nothing different than most people. Got a little bit of EQ, fresh air. Fresh air is a nice way to add some sauce. Hell yeah to that plugin. You know, de-esser, a little bit of reverb and delay, and that's pretty much, you know, the vocal chain. Not too much crazy than most other people. Be honest, tired of feeling this blow. And the reason that sounds so thick, let me tell you why, is because there is so many of them. So many of them, just one after the other. Some of them are panned, some of them are not. Some of them I have a couple other effects on just to kind of change things, but they're definitely heavily processed, so I will say that. But in by processed, I just mean super compressed and mixed pretty well. But then again, this is not the mixed session. This is just how you can see how everything was made. This is not the final mixed session, which is totally cool, but so good. And I got someone named Lucy. She came in and did some background vocals and just absolutely killed it. Absolutely killed it. So greedy. Same thing, just a lot of things going on right over here. A lot of layering. This is my dad. My dad has a super Don Henley voice. If you know Don Henley, you know the Eagles, and I just like needed a little bit of that, touch to it, and I think he did such a good job. So thanks to my dad for being on the track. He's here as well. I want to make the world feel something new. He's definitely like buried in there, but it just sounds so good. He really made a big difference without it. So I wish I could be honest, show you this pain. Yeah, there's just a lot of layers here, as you can see, just a lot of layers. Got Lucy on top. Take my heart and lock it. This is where it gets really big right here. And then this right here, this is actually like 30 of me, except I had to compress it because my computer literally could not handle how many tracks I was throwing at it. So that's what that is right there. Then I got, this makes a huge difference right here. Is this. Alright, move on to like one of my favorite parts of the song is Prince Ali, bro. This guy killed it. We recorded this probably, I think, in just like a day. My sister and I and him, we all wrote this part together, and
it hurts, yeah. Wow. These girls, man, they the worst. Broke me up in pieces just to treat me like I'm cursed. But
and what's so cool about this part, there's 3 of him actually, and he killed it. There's 3 of him pretty much at all times. So we got everything double tracked. Then in terms of the music up here, super simple in his part.
It hurts, yeah.
Just a piano and this power organ I think I got from Omnisphere.
I pretend that I'm so hard. I'm running through the demons of my life, man. I'm scarred.
Same thing. Nothing new in the drums here, pretty much for the most part. The only new thing is this OP snare. I just love the way that sounds. That's pretty much the only new thing in the entire production. Everything we've gone over. So it's just picking up the best sounds. That's the best thing you can do in producing, is picking your favorite sounds, picking the sounds that sonically fit throughout the song, and you can just reuse them the entire time. And you rearrange them and it sounds great.
Heartbroken, I'm so open to the point that
yeah, so he killed it. Nothing crazy going on. Maybe some background vocals here.
Things will change. No, I don't want to keep living like this way.
Nothing crazy at all. Here we can go ahead and close this too.
Being fake, I listen to slow,
some ambiance with this rain noise, and you hear it's kind of panning from left to right with this tremolo effect I added. And that's super important, is just adding these ambient sounds and a feeling. You want to create a feeling.
It's a slow song, so the pain is longer. I remember those days that I used to be on you.
This is where it really starts to get interesting. I mean, we got. Let's just solo all these vocals real quick.
This pain, take my heart, unlock it.
All right.
Honest with you.
All vocals.
Honest with you.
And we can just open up everything just so you can kind of see what's going on here. There are so many things happening. So many vocals, and that's what makes this part so thick, is how many vocals there are, and so big sounding is all this. This is what makes it. All of this. Even more down here. And I'm so grateful. I was psyching myself out trying to record this part for sure, because it's, definitely higher in my register. And I remember one day I just decided, it was you know what? I'm just going to do it. I'm not going to psych myself out. And thankfully I got it done. And my voice just was doing what I needed it to do that day. And I was just so, so grateful.
Honest with you. Honest with you.
Favorite part of the song is actually right here.
Wish I could be honest. Wish I could be.
And that's just a little bit of Lucy, a little bit of me. Got these. Oh, those are done. So yeah, it's just Lucy and me right here.
Be honest, wish I could be honest. Wish I could be honest.
Nice little dry piano right here.
Oh, honest with you. Yeah.
And I really think that's what makes it, is this chord right here. Right here. Right there. Love that. Let that kind of ring out. Yeah, that's pretty much the production for Honest With You. As you can see, it's really nothing insane. There's a lot of tracks, but mainly that's just because of how many vocals there are. Yeah, I had a really great time making this video, and I'm so happy I was able to walk you guys through how the song was made. If you made it this far in the video, I love you. Thank you so much, and see you guys in a bit. Peace.